Thank you everyone for being here. My name is Dave Mitchell. I'm president of Local 79 QP. We represent the Inside City Workers of Toronto, and specifically here today we're representing our members in long-term care homes. We represent 10 long-term care homes throughout the city, and we're here to release information regarding a poll that was conducted on violence against RPNs and PSWs in the long-term care homes. The poll is the first of the Canadian Union Public Employees. Local 79 has surveyed its long-term care members, and the vast majority of them who are female, on the experiences in the workplaces based on the job roles and the genders of long-term care. While Toronto Municipal long-term care homes, there we go. The sector leaders when it comes to residents' care quality, the poll findings show that they are not immune to high rates of abuse directed by residents or their families against the frontline staff. The poll also shows the frequency of the violence is underreported because only a fraction of them ever file incident reports of the violence. 87% of our personal support workers and 77% of our registered practical nurses responding to the poll said they experienced physical violence from residents or family members. But only 49% of PSWs and 35% of RPNs report documenting violence. Another key finding to the Toronto poll is that 74% of all respondents who identified as Indigenous, racialized, recent immigrants, or visible minority experienced related harassment or abuse. 31% of them said they experienced racial or cultural related violence or abuse in the last week. 16% report this happening every day. I want everyone for a second just to absorb that information. I know you have it in your packages. If you can imagine a workplace where every day you are entering into a place where you feel you're going to be physically attacked or emotionally attacked, the stats are staggering. It is the responsibility of our city to do a better job on this. There is no excuses for ignoring this issue. It has been clearly ignored for years. Years and years we've been talking about this anecdotally. We now have a lot of stats to show throughout this poll and other information that this is clearly a disturbing trend and needs to be addressed. I'm also proud to say that we have strong support from Councillor Matlow. I want to thank Councillor Matlow for his advocacy and his leadership on this issue. It's just the beginning, as many of us have said. We have more work to do. I think the important thing is that we actually take this information and do more with it because it's important to our residents, it's important to our members. I'm going to touch on some of the other stats that I haven't brought up. In the past year, 59% of PSWs and 55% of RPNs considered quitting their jobs because of stress or violence. That's half of our staff each night before they come to their job think to themselves, do I really want to return to my job and do this type of work? I can't imagine how they manage. I know they're incredible people. I know they're well trained. I know our staff do an incredible job. We have one of our staff here to speak about her experience personally, and I'm looking forward to announcing Rosemarie. Right now, however, I would like to introduce the authors of the poll, Dr. Jim Brophy and Dr. Margaret Keith, and they will be speaking specifically on the breaking point, violence in the long-term care staff. It is this report that's in your package, and it's my privilege to introduce both Jim and Margaret at this point.